In this video, I'm going to give you 8 steps to help you discover your authentic self. Before we get started, my name is Lillian Victoria. I am an entertainment producer, and in the recent years, I have helped people around the world unlock their full potential in both their personal and professional life. So if you're watching this video, you're probably discovering who you are, what you are, and looking for that voice within you. Truth be told, I'm also on that journey as well. This is a journey of discovering. We're going to continue to elevate. So I want to congratulate you for dialing in and clicking on this video. So that being said, the very first question I want you to ask yourself, which is step 1, I want you to ask yourself and take some time to really think about it. Am I happy? Maybe you had a goal in the past and you reached it, or you're just not where you want to be, or there's something more in life, that there's a desire, there's something that's coming out. Recently, I made a decision to exit a company that I co-founded. And when I asked myself, am I happy? The answer was no. I felt like I outgrown the situation. I felt like my DNA wasn't there. When I started my personal development journey, as a mentor, as a coach, and as a speaker, I was mentored under the late Bob Proctor, and I studied a lot of materials from Napoleon Hills. If you don't know him, he is the author of the classic Think and Grow Rich. But then one thing I realized was I was teaching in their language. And where is Lillian in all this? So that's when I started to feel like, okay, I'm outgrowing a situation. Right? I love what I do. I have a vision, but I wasn't happy. And one thing I did learn, it's okay. Be grateful for what you have, but don't be satisfied. Because we're not satisfied, then there's more room for growth. And there's a lot of growth opportunities out there. So this goes back to number 1. Ask yourself, am I happy? Then this leads to number 2. Ask yourself, what would I love? This opens up the opportunity to see a whole other world. What would you love? What is your vision? What is your goal? And really to be able to vision cast that. So for me, what would I love? I'll tell you what I love. I would love to create positive impact to 1 billion people around the world. I would love to just be me, authentically and unapologetically me. So that's why I'm making this video, my first YouTube video, to start finding my own voice. And it's gonna happen through trial and error. I would love to be able to tell stories and to reach billions and millions of people. So for those that need help, they know where to go, and creates awareness. That's what I would love. So ask yourself, what would you love? And I want you to take this time right now to even have a little reflection on that. What would you love? And think about all the choices and decisions and goals that you set in the past. Is that yours or is that someone else's? Looking back in my life, I realized everything I set up before was not what I wanted. It was a lot of society pressure. It was how I grew up, raised by Chinese immigrants. When I was in my early 30s, I had the pressure that I had to get married. I had the pressure that, I have to be running this big company for me to be successful. You know, this American dream. I felt like I had to buy a house. And I achieved all of that. But I was not happy. I rushed into a marriage because I feel like I had a deadline, or else how I was taught, then I became a leftover woman. I had a son, which I love. I absolutely love, and he is my burning desire, and he is my purpose, and I have a few kids now. But I had it at the right timing, right? Because I thought that's what I wanted, but it wasn't. Fast forward, I lost everything. I fell into depression. I didn't know who I was. I lost my identity. I lost my business. I lost that house. I lost that marriage. And that's when I started to discover myself. What would I love? And that's when things start to take a really big change. I always say this, hitting rock bottom is not a bad thing, because the only way you could go from there is up. That's what I believe. That's a belief system that I had, that I put into my mind, because at that time, I had a 3-year-old son that was dependent on me. Fast forward today, I have grown a lot. I live in the house that I love. I rebuilt my life. I rebuilt my family. I have more kids. I'm living the life that I wanted 5 years ago. So now, right now, as we're all evolving and elevating, I'm asking myself, what would I love? And right now it's my voice. And then the third question is very important and it's very personal. And this is one I really encourage you to take time to soak into this, take some time off. This is a legacy question. I want you to ask yourself, if tomorrow is my last day living, what do I want to be remembered as? What would I love to achieve? So this is something that you got to think it through. This is something that I want you to take to your heart because you're doing this for you. We only live life once. I had a moment recently. I call it my out-of-body experience, but I had a dream. I had a dream that I was dying and it felt so vivid. And my kids, my family was around me. In my mind at the time, I just saw a flashback of my life. It helped me really realize what is important to me, and it helped me trim out all the fat. And I'm sharing that with you because time is very valuable. Once time has passed, you can't get it back, but you can earn more money. So that's why I want you to really think about this. Everything that I've walked you through is your compass, is your end goal, because this is a self-discovery process. And we're gonna lead you to that person. What is that person? For me, I realized my legacy is to be able to create. I am a creator. I am a leader. I am also a mother. And the legacy that I want to leave behind, which I'm working every single day, is to be able to empower one person at a time. And making this video is empowering that one person, which is you, watching this, to help you grow, to help you find confidence, to help you be you, so the people that are looking for you can find you too. Now, as we go through this exercise, every single one of us are going to go through very different emotions. I certainly know the first time I thought about me becoming a speaker to help people, I was so scared. And then I started to visualize. I started to see myself there. I started to spend so much time to ask myself the questions that I just asked you. Am I happy? What would I love? What is my legacy? And then I asked myself this fourth question I want you to write down. Type it in a comment. What if it's easy? What if it's easy? That's when a whole energy shift. What if it is easy? Right? And I started to think about everything in my mind. Yeah, it is easy. All I gotta do is take the action. And you'll be surprised, most people, they don't take that first step, that first action, because it is scary. It is, what are people gonna think about me? You know, is this who I am? Can I really do it? So I'm gonna say stop paralyzing that. That's a spotlight effect. What is a spotlight effect? A spotlight effect is thinking and believing that everyone is watching me. The truth is it's happening to every single person, and we're also busy with their life, so no one cares. Okay, so focus on what you want. And what if it's easy? What would you do? And this will lead to step number 5. Now you have those questions. Step number 5 is you start to visualize. When I mean visualize, you start to see it. You start to daydream it. You dream it all up again. What could your life be? I want you to look at it from both a professional and a personal lens. Everything ties hand in hand, but why don't you visualize? Do you feel good? Are you getting the goosebumps? Is it scaring you? Is it exciting you? Are you emotional about it? What is your why in it? I just told you my why is my kids. My why is my legacy. That makes me happy. And I see it every day. I feel it every day. And every single day when I wake up, that is my mission. That is my vision. And every single thing that I do will drive me there one step at a time. And again, that is why I'm making this video. And then the 6th step is the becoming process. The becoming process is discovery of your voice. That's a process that I am in right now. I have went through a few milestones in my life. I went through working for people, making other people's movie, feeling completely lost of who I am. My identity became my job in the projects that I worked on. And then I went to study under DeLay Bob Proctor, which is fantastic. But then I started to speak like him or other people. The becoming process is taking action based on what you believe in the vision that you have, and you repeat it and you become and you act as if over and over and over and over again. This is my first YouTube video, but I will promise you, by the 100th video, I will sound very different than this video. I'm probably gonna be more confident. I'm gonna be able to speak better. I'm gonna have my own Lillian language. And my job right now is to take action, allow myself to grow and evolve and learn from every single step of the way. So there's the visualization, you see the path. When I visualize, I see the solutions, I see the strategies, I see my life before my eyes, and I take action. This is what we call the manifestation process. Manifestation is you have an idea and you take action now to create it tomorrow. And since I mentioned action, action is number 7. Move it into action. Act on it right away. Universe loves speed. When I had that dream, it woke me up. I was able to make a lot of very tough decisions to guide me to where I'm supposed to go. It is tough. There's a lot of sacrifices. There is pain, but these are short pain because it's going to guide me to where I'm supposed to be. And it's going to guide me to look and seek the authentic me. My voice is coming out. When you are you, you are free. When you are you, people that are looking for you can find you. You start to attract. And the last one is the people you surround yourself with. Oprah Winfrey has a really amazing quote. She says, surround yourself with only those who can lift you higher. So let me unpack what that means. Surround yourself with people that you know you want to become. I have a close inner circle of people that I will call on. They're my advisors. They don't know it, but I do. I look up to them. They encourage me. Every time I need help with a solution, I ring them up. They make time for me. One of the advice that everyone has told me in that group, they said, it's always the hardest making your first million. But after that, it becomes really easy. So that's what I'm working towards. I'm working towards using my voice so I could attract business, my audience, money, all of that. So identify the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Are they pulling you down or are they lifting you up? Let me give you another story. When I was in college, I went into school. I got in with an economics major. I graduated with a television and film media major. And by the way, because I'm Asian, Asian parents, you know, if you're a model student, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an accountant. I was none of those. So effectively, I was a black sheep in the family. And I told my friend, my best friend at the time, that I want to be going to the film industry. You know what she told me? Be more realistic. Sure enough, she became an accountant. She said it from her heart. She cares about me. But this is also what I learned too. If I were to go to someone like Gary Vee, and if you don't know him, just Google him. He is amazing. He's an amazing entrepreneur. I love him. I listen to him. He is my role model, and I will meet him one day. Mark my words. But if I were to go to Gary Vee and I tell him, I'm starting my business, I'm going through these tough times, I made these mistakes, is he gonna put you down or is he gonna lift you up? He's gonna lift you up because he's walked the walk. He understands how difficult it is, right? He's gonna give you very sound advice. He's gonna share the mistakes that he's made versus the people that hasn't done it yet because they're in the safe zone. So they wanna keep you in the safe zone. So know who you're hanging out with, and it's okay to change. One thing I've learned is when I start to change, when I start to evolve, when I start to elevate, the people around me start to change. So what does that mean? They either see me change, they want what I'm having, they're rising with me, or they don't like it when I change, so they're no longer in my life. Now I have room, I have space to attract those who are looking for me, that's in harmony with me, with where I'm going, and they're coming into my life. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Number 1, ask yourself, am I happy? This is going to give you a reflection with where you're at. Number 2, what would I love? This is going to help elevate you. This is going to bring you out. This is going to allow you to step in your higher self. And number 3, this is a legacy question. If today is your last day, what do you want to be remembered as? This is a very important question, and don't be afraid to take some days to really think this through. And then number 4, if this whole idea of your vision and what you would love with all the questions above is big and it scares you, then you're heading into the right direction. And then ask yourself, what if it's easy? Because change is hard. Change is scary. But what if it's easy? The next step, number 5, is then you start to visualize. When you start to visualize, you start to create a roadmap, a strategy for yourself. And this is a part of the process to become, which follows to number 6, the becoming process. Seeing the person that you are at the end as you visualize. Who is that person? You can start to act and be that person right now. And that will start to happen when you start to take, that leads to number 7, action. I'm starting this YouTube channel, so I'm taking action to help you, which is me achieving my goals. And I will be putting more content here to help you gain confidence, find your authentic self, and step into the power of you so you are elevating in both your personal and professional. And the last 8, the people you surround yourself with. If you like this video and you want to hang out with me more, go ahead and like and subscribe this video because I am committed to create more content. If you're thinking this is a good start, but you want to get deeper into it, I got you. Click in the next video as I dive deeper into your self-discovery and step into authentic you. I'll see you there. Bye, guys.